There we go. Hello and welcome to episode 6 of Dead at Heart. I am your storyteller, Callum, and this is my lovely coterie. My pronouns are they, them, and new. Um, and as the player group has requested, uh, I have to say what I said to them during the pre-chat, that I am not an expert in sexy time. However, I am an expert in vampire sexy time. So um, there won't be any of that this episode. So if you've come for more, that's not what this is. In fact, it's not. It's barely within our lines and veils. So I've been very naughty in doing what I did last week. Anyway, this is.
We can just fuck the painting.
That's where we're starting. That's where we're. This is the level we have started at. I will let my coterie introduce themselves, and God helps us all. Hello, Magpie.
Howdy, I'm Magpie. I use she/they pronouns. I'm playing Altair. He did not partake in sex times last episode. That's all I have to say for myself. Anything else is incriminating.
We don't know that's not what that Altair wasn't doing that. Like, we haven't played out what you were doing during that time, so there's still time to decide.
Well, we're
if you
saying
want that.
what and not who.
I mean, again, painting is on the board right now. Hi, Monroe. Welcome.
Hi. Hi, y'all. I'm Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. I'm playing Gabriel, our Toreador. He uses he, him pronouns. This is a great time. We're good.
See, Gabriel must have fucked a painting in his time.
Do you know those videos of people really seductively like throwing clay?
Yeah, but it's
Oh, God.
yeah.
You know what's it called? Like there's a pottery thing that's called choking.
Yeah.
When you do like this.
Choking and coloring.
Yeah, choking and coloring.
Terminology.
I knew colouring. Choking is new to me.
I think it's when you make the neck.
Yeah.
Weird guy! Kinky bastards. Pottery people. Fucking weirdos, isn't it?
Oh, we're doing so well.
Welcome to the stream, Kieran.
Hello, yes, I am your resident asexual on this stream, but I love all my kinky friends. And my name's Kieran. I use they, them pronouns. I am a white, non-binary person with long, dark brown hair and beard, blue eyes. I'm wearing a black kaftan-style government, and behind me is a pale backdrop with green and red leafy flowering vines on it. And I am playing Lenore, who uses she, her pronouns, and is our Malkav.
Amazing, and once again, thank you for reminding us to describe ourselves. We'll do another round after we get through this. We're finally joined by a slightly ill bard.
Hi everybody, I'm Bard and I'm the reason why we're all laughing because last episode I had fun time. I use any and all pronouns. Let's say my character had fun time. I won't talk about myself. I use any and all pronouns. I'm a white, not binary person, red femme with shoulder-length brown hair, the typical e-girl makeup, wearing a choker, a bright, truly disgusting pink t-shirt, and I'm currently fighting with my fox ears for them to stay on my head. Currently, I'm losing, but we will see how it goes in the course of the evening. In front of a dark blue background that's totally not just a blanket put over my window. And I play Foxy, our gangrel eagle.
Still do the ewu. This is devastating
The
news.
ew.
I wasn't going to
It's
do
like
the
when I-
actual noise. I had to do an approximate. If I do the noise, then we abandon ship. The end is coming.
Do the
And-
noise.
and, like there'll be
Do
there'll be people
Do
holding
it.
up signs.
Do it.
saying the
Do
world
it.
has ended.
Do it, Callum.
Right,
Do it.
Monroe, do
Do
you
it.
describe
Do
yourself
it.
for
Yeah.
the audience?
Yes. I. We're good. All right. I am. Jesus. Whew. I am a light-skinned Latino trans man with colorful sunset curly hair, wearing a red button-up with silver collar tips. In the background is just a screen, my teal curtains, and a cat tree. Yeah.
Magpie, do you want to describe yourself?
Hi. Yes, I am a white femme person. I've got like a split fringe, half ginger, half blonde. I'm wearing kind of sickly-ish green and white makeup. Kind of, I guess, gothic with white mascara, black lipstick with kind of green overtop and some little vampire fangs, a kind of crushed velvet, I guess like gothic-y sort of jacket, sort of chain collar with a no ring, a St. Peter's kind of necklace underneath it. I've got fairy wings behind me and so much junk in the background. There's a whole lot of junk in the background. There's a piano, there's a sewing machine, there's some bookshelves, there's 13 copies of The Hobbit. That's all I have to offer. I'm also a resident ace, but I'm just fueled by spite and coffee.
Spite or righteous anger?
Yes!
Contrary to popular belief, I'm also on the A spectrum.
Me too.
I think this.
I
I think
apologize.
it's
We're all
probably
in this together.
the.
Like,
What did they put into the water tonight?
I'm thinking that Callum. I'm so sorry.
this is like, no, they're making me feel guilty. This isn't how it works. I bully other GMs at the table, but my players aren't allowed to bully me. That's not fair.
Yeah, I've got a one-shot coming up if you want to bully me on my own table.
Listen, I will bully you for free anytime.
Is that enough?
I am a non-binary person who is white, who appears very masked with scraggly long brown hair and a scraggly beard. I'm wearing big blue glasses and blue headphones, wearing a black, like, soft shell jacket with a hood. I've got a nice grey shirt with some orange highlights. I am occasionally, you can see my knees because I sit stupidly in this chair, and I'm wearing like grey, like lounge pants and no socks. So I've got to be really careful my feet aren't seen on screen. So, what happened last time? I've already done the recap. I did the recap for the players because one of the players wasn't here. So now I'm going to redo the recap.
Sorry.
Foxy's big night out, as we'll call it from now on, involved Foxy meeting a woman called Lucy who was lost, a woman called Nia who is looking for lost Lucy and a lost painting, a mischievous weirdo called Nim who trapped you in an elevator to hit on you for an extended period of time. You then went and met with the Lara. And
Which is, by the way, his ex.
Oh yeah, the Lara is and Nim have had relationships
So
in the past.
he trapped me into an elevator to flirt, and I only talked about wanting to shag his ex.
Yeah. So
Pro
yeah,
move.
they are fine about it, probably. We hope. Yeah, then Delara and Foxy got it on, and then talked about some politics stuff. And then they all got back together with an Altair missing. So Gabriel Lenore gave an update on what Foxy had missed. And then Gabriel was getting emails from Nia because Foxy had given Gabriel's email out. Lenore had a series of visions that revealed where Lenore revealed the location of the painting to their inner beast, which seems to have been a manipulation by Nim. And Nim went to the museum to get the painting. The gang go after them, despite Lenore making a deal to not let the coterie get to the museum, but they fainted, so it's all right. And then everyone kind of went into the museum. Gabriel went in first and managed to sneak by and is like in the room undetected with Nim. Everyone else eventually entered, and the paintings all melted and became a sludge monster. So, with that tense moment happening, what was Altair up to last night or this night? Like, after you had your little Camarilla rising moment, what did Altair do?
So I feel like with his job, he's been a little distracted with coterie business the last few days. I think he would have had a slightly pushy client trying to get him to head out to deal with a problem that took up most of his night.
What is your work?
So he is slightly criminal, slightly hitman.
Okay.
And it's how he feeds. So we'll use kind of his hits as a free meal, basically.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. Are these mortal hits? Or, like, must be mortal hits? Okay.
It depends on the price, I think.
It's Cardiff. We don't have much organized crime.
That's why he does so well.
But didn't you just tell us that it's just 2 hours with the train to London?
Yeah, but vampires aren't allowed to take the train.
He's got a car.
I think we're gonna say that is organized crime, and maybe I'm just like
Callum,
hits.
there is no organized crime in Cardiff.
Hits. Like, when's the last time? Okay, sure.
So I know another city that's like an hour away, a couple of hours away, that absolutely has organized crime.
I think someone has contacted you with a hit job in Cardiff, and it's a little bit outside. You've had to drive away. It's on like it's further out from the city centre. Yeah, could you? Yeah, well, we'll say you did that. Let's make you roll for it though. That'd be funny.
Oh.
Let's see how good at vamping you are. If my computer would respond to my mouse clicks. Not all at the same time. That would be really useful. Where is the character sheets? There we go. Altair's is open. Lovely. Roll me. What do you think you use? How do you want to do this?
I think he would have planned it out a little bit on the drive there. So I'm thinking maybe something to do with composure or intelligence.
Oh, I was going to make you do
Potentially
dexterity and stealth.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, it's difficulty 2. It's just immortal. What's it going to do?
Oh, 1, 2, 3. The table breaker is my hunger die.
Oh, you're about to
That's
fully
a
drain someone.
9. That's a 6. That's a 9. That's a 4. That's a 0. So that's a 10. That's 4 successes.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Woo!
So you eat the guy. I assume you fully drain him.
If he's allowed to.
I mean, you're allowed to. Isn't that what you're doing? You're allowed to kill people.
Yes.
Cool. Human is drained of blood and killed. Sake 5 hunger.
Jesus. That's like -3 hunger.
Yeah. You've reached 0 hunger. Congratulations.
Yay!
That's what happens when you do that. Okay. Is there anything else I need to do when you kill a human?
Roll humanity.
I do think you take a stain against your humanity.
I'll take that.
All right. Yeah, the rolling thing was vampires 20, right?
Yeah. Here we go. Humanity. Downward spiral. Stains. I mean, I don't know if it is a stain against your humanity. Because you don't care about humans. This guy was just a random guy. You can kill him, that's fine. Right? How do you feel? Do you feel like Altair ever has any remorse about killing these people?
So I feel like he has a set of morals. They're slightly twisted morals, but he has morals in that they have to fulfill a certain criteria before he will consider taking it on.
Mm-hmm.
He won't take anyone on that he fully believes is innocent. He won't take anyone on who he feels like has had no negative impact on society. He's kind of going for vigilante, but please pay me for it. I think
Okay.
it's fine.
Listen, if the gangs are hiring me to shoot someone, that person must be bad because the gangs don't like him.
Yes, that's his mentality. I don't mind taking it.
I don't think you did a stain of humanity. I think you're just like, this is what I do. So, yeah, you're good. You're good. Your hunger's saked. Well done.
Yay!
Okay. So, you did receive 2 attempts of messages during the hit. I believe someone tried to call you, and you also received a message from the gang, something along the lines of, "We're heading to the museum. Someone dangerous is after the painting."
Oh, as soon as he was available, it's like as soon as he was free from the hit, he would have messaged back saying, "On my way."
Cool. Could you roll me composure plus insight, difficulty 3?
Good points. Just stuff character sheet as well.
I don't have anything in insight, so that's just 4.
That's just 4 composure. Remember, you can rouse the blood to get extra die.
Oh no, I'll take that. That was a 7, an 8, a 3, and a 0. So 0's 10. So that's 3 successes.
Cool.
And
And none of those are on hunger die, so you just do well.
Yeah!
You
I made a bully circle out of my dice beforehand.
you have so it took you about an hour. No, it took you about 30 minutes to drive out to where you needed to go. It takes you 5 minutes to drive back.
Is he just not obeying the traffic laws?
No, the roads just seem to changed.
Oh, I feel like he'll pull over like a little bit just before like the museum, and we'll just have a little bit of a.
As you pull over, you pull into the car park.
Can you smell anything weird on the air?
Yeah, why don't you roll me?
I hate this.
Roll me wits plus awareness, difficulty 4.
Wits plus awareness. What is my awareness? What's this 2? I've lost my awareness. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Go over that. 3, 3, 3, 3, and 9. So that's 1 success. Can I willpower reroll?
Yes, you can. You can reroll 2 of
Woohoo!
them, so you won't succeed. Your
Oh, we
maximum
reroll
rerolls
2.
is 2, so you can't
Cool.
succeed. So don't bother.
Got ya.
Um,
Don't do it. Okay. He sees nothing.
You are completely baffled. Maybe you're just really tired. Like, it's been a real stressful day. You got lost in a hotel corridor. You accidentally joined the Camarilla. Your friends are in danger. Maybe you did break the traffic laws. You don't really know what was weird about that, but like, it was almost like you remember the important turns of the journey, but like, not all of them.
He'll kind of lean against the side of the car just for a second, just to try and make sure he's almost still in one piece.
Yeah.
We'll have a quick look around, just a visual scan, and then we'll make his way into.
You hear the big doors at the front of the building open.
I'll turn to look.
Well, you go round to the front.
Oh yeah, he's gonna head round
Yeah.
to the front. He will grab a
As
little
you
knife out of the back of the
arrive,
boot.
You see Gabriel, Foxy, and someone you don't know enter, and the doors close behind them.
Oh shit! Sprint!
Cool. Yeah. You've got Cat's Grace, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck it. As the doors are about to close to the point where you can't get through, you kind of slide on through. Where you again. I don't know if Gabriel and Foxy have noticed you arrive. Sorry, Lenore and Foxy have noticed you arrive yet, because they're currently staring at a sludge monster that's forming in the middle of the room.
Oh shit!
And that sludge monster is burning. Can Altair, Lenore, and Foxy roll me a frenzy check? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yay!
What's frenzy, composure, and resolve, right?
No, it is a slightly more complicated roll.
Oh,
For no
no.
particular reason. It is your willpower plus 1/3 of your humanity rounded down.
So
Willpower we still have.
Yes. Plus is 1/3 of your humanity. It's just very easy for you. I'm going to make the frenzy check a 6.
Rolling 9 die.
Ooh, I've only got 7.
Let's see,
I'll
we
make it
start,
5 then.
if we didn't fucked up, we got 7 humanity, right?
Yeah. You should have 7 humanity. So rounded down 1/3 is 3.
2.
2.
2. I can't do math.
And we still have our 3 hunger dice, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 9 successes, including 2 tens on hunger dice. Plus 1 10 on not a hunger die, but that's not important.
I'm sorry, how
Uh,
many dice do you have?
7, but the 10s add 3 for each, so it's...
Ah, right.
And I rolled 3 10s. Which,
I don't think hunger die works on these, so don't worry about that.
okay,
Uh,
good to know.
it's not on check. Like it's not on rouse and frenzy checks. Yep, there you go.
Okay.
So you're good. Don't worry about that. Because if you were to
But I've got-
frenzy off succeeding to not frenzy, that would be stupid.
Well, I've got 1 9, and the rest. No, a 9, a 4, and the rest is 1s.
Oh,
Right. Okay.
Oh.
I looked at the painting. It was not a good idea.
You looked at the painting. The painting is always bad. I have to now find the frenzy rules. I think it's just I give you a compulsion.
I believe for Gangrel, it's like I get an animal character. Shit, and I've got community night tomorrow.
Oh.
Something cute, please. Something cute, please.
No.
It's like a set of bunny ears behind the fox ears.
Yeah, I believe like it would stay in the fox category because else I believe it would get very silly very quickly.
should be going into new genes, please, category. Not category, what's the word? Territory. New genes, please, territory.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna go for the animal thing. That's fun. Yeah. You're the beast inside of your soul rattles its cage. And as the cage rattles, the lock on the door falls off. And it like pokes the cage door open and kind of sniffs around like it's unsure if it's being let out. And then when it notices it, it leaps out. Do you accept it? Do you let it go? Or are you at odds with the beast right now? What I'm asking is, you can ride the waves. So riding the wave means that you embrace the frenzy and allow it to drive your actions. In doing so, I give you agency over what the transformation looks like. If you are resisting it, the beast will be trying to tempt you towards what it wants, and the transformation will be outside of your control.
You're on mute, Bart.
I would love to say I ride the wave, but one of Foxy's deepest beliefs is my body, my choice. This is her body. She's the girl in control, and that fucking beast can go fuck itself.
Cool.
I don't see a good reason for Foxy to ride the rage.
Hmm.
I mean, she was pissed at Nim, but like not pissed enough.
I mean, my only argument would be you're about to fight a fucking ink monster. You might need the beast. They might be better at this than you.
Kieran, would you be so kind and flip a coin for me?
I can roll a die and tell you odds or evens. I don't have a coin on me. Yeah? But odds.
She's at odds with it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, gang. That's why we don't let Foxy look at paintings.
So inside of you, you are in the place where the monster has broken out, and it leaps onto your back and claws at you from behind on your arms. And as it claws at your arms, you feel violent scratching on your arms. It's flaring up. Your arms, the lower, after your elbow feels like it's on fire. Your hands feel like they're on fire, as if something's pushing out from within, and your arms begin to grow hair. Your fingernails become claws, and yeah, your arms are anamorphed. You still have hands. They're still like 4 fingers and a thumb, but they are primal. And
The fingers, yeah.
I think your hair also becomes more ginger if it wasn't already.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. And because the hair on your arms is fox ginger. It's like more of a dark brown, but it is that hint of red. Yeah. Everyone else, there is a monster in front of you. I think Altair might be the only person who's seen anything like this before.
I only got 4 successes.
Oh, did you also fail? Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I got a 9, a 6, a 9, and a 9, and then a 3, 4, 5, 3, 2.
And you're caintiff, so I can't even
Yeah.
give you the bane.
Just fuck him up.
Come on, Callum, you wanted to be evil to us. Now you can.
Yeah.
You can give us.
Oh,
Yeah. We've
listen,
that
you
boy up.
lot just love having lots of messy rolls.
We like it messy over here.
Unusual study.
Fucking hell. What have I done? What is this? What is this? Why have we done
I'm
this
happy
to
to make
ourselves?
him gruesome as fuck. If the whims do so take.
I'm trying to find the right page for frenzy nonsense. I can't seem to find it. Oh, here we go. Compulsions. I just read a rule that might have been helpful here, but I'm going to choose to ignore it because this is more fun. I think. Hey, Altair,
What's wrong with you?
what the fuck do they have on you, right? What is this thing? It's not a real thing. It doesn't exist. It doesn't know what you've been through. It doesn't know what you've seen. It doesn't know that you fucked with magic like this before. Like, you joined the fucking Camarilla today. You are professional. People hire you to kill shit. This ain't got nothing on you. Fucking kick its ass.
Oh no.
You. What could be more powerful? What could be more dangerous than you? Nothing here could be more dangerous than you.
Okay. I feel like you just hear this god almighty snarl from behind you. Altair just runs full pelt at the goop monster.
Cool. It is on fire.
Claws
just
out.
to remind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely.
I feel like he's got 2 conflicting beasts. He's got oh no burning bad and let's fuck this shit up. and they're
Your
both...
response to the burning has been that, like, it's like a bull. You've seen red.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I'm going to assume that is a strength and brawl check, please.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Difficulty 5.
5! Buddy! So,
So-
1, 2...
Combat in Vampire the Masquerade can be run in a couple of different ways. I'm a big fan of what's suggested in the book, which is 1, 2, 3, done. There will be
that.
basically 3 actions in this fight. Take them and see what happens.
I like that.
Yeah. Fuck HP.
I'm a big fan of
Fuck
simple combat. Mm.
We're here to play.
That's
Okay.
4 again!
You can,
Can I willpower reroll?
You
Right,
could
I'm gonna
have
willpower
roused the
reroll.
blood to get an extra die. But you can't do that now because you've already rolled.
I'd already committed to the bit. The bit did work, though! The bit worked. I got ooh. Which I'm hoping ooh is 10. Yeah.
Cool. Is
I
that
like
just a normal
that.
success?
I like that. It's the equivalent of a 10. But I've not got any of the
10s
10s.
or one. Like, is only
There's
only
only
one. 10?
one.
Okay.
There's only one.
Lovely.
I did get 999 though, which is what this beast monster's gonna have to fucking call once we finish with it.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
But not for me! Oh, I hate this.
What do you do to this sludgy mess? It is almost taking on the appearance of like a golem, or like it's a large humanoid-esque figure. It has,
Okay.
it does have arms and a chest. It doesn't really have a head. Doesn't really have legs.
Cool. Are we in a space that has something of like a plinth? Like
So
something that like
basically-
a sculpture would be on?
Outside, it's a little bit outside the area you're in, because basically what it is a temporary gallery space with a bunch of walls that have been put up that are like temporarily white walls where the paintings are all placed. So yeah, let's say that there was a vase on display and it didn't melt, or maybe it did melt and there's now a plinth where the vase once stood.
Sweet. He's gonna be such a dramatic fuck. I'd like to use my cat's grace.
Yeah.
Run up, try and get a foothold onto the plinth, jump up and
Yeah.
drag the knife that he picked out of the back of the card down this
Yeah.
thing's like
Cool.
front.
You slice it in half. And like it falls in two. And the two
Splat.
halves congeal
Oh no.
and begin to
Oh.
form as two smaller of the thing you just attacked. Would anyone else like to have a go at the monster?
I mean, I'm in frenzy.
You are in frenzy. What would you like to do?
Oh,
What was
that.
the
Oh, okay. I can't do stuff.
So here's how I run frenzy. I'm gonna give you the compulsions, and I will play your compulsions. How you respond to those, I trust you as a player to fulfill that. I'm not going to take agency away from your characters. I am just going to be the devil on your shoulder that's really, really loud. So I let the players play out the frenzy rather than taking the power away from you to do so. Like, that's not my jive as a GM. So, like, you are in frenzy. Your arms have transformed. The people who did this to you, they've made it so like you've been containing what they did to you to those ears for so long, right? Like they did that to you, and now somehow it's getting worse, and your arms have become what they wanted you to be. Like
Is
you're
there Nim standing next to us, or is it just
no,
Paint
so
Monster
Nim's in
Deluxe?
another room, which is kind of why this whole paint monster thing is happening. So Nim's in the back in the storage room where Gabriel is. And when you entered, you heard a voice and they taunted you, and then this monster showed up to kind of block your path.
I believe Foxy would just like stand there for a second, absolutely frozen. You see like goosebumps, the hairs on her arms stand up and get bristlier and bristlier, and it just runs down, and she suddenly has those claws. You see her Foxy is just like lay against her head, and she looks at her hands. Oh, fucking great! Just what I needed today! And she will take the nearest object that next to her, probably the rest of the painting. It is burning. Right now she's so much in frenzy and afraid of the fire that she's not feeling the fear anymore. She's just doing stuff. And will take the nearest heavy object and just throw it at the monster.
Cool. I'm going to say that while this effect is on you, you do lose a point in an attribute. So I'm just going to say that your composure is temporarily reduced by 1. Which I believe is a 1, correct? Cool. Anyway, yeah, you're looking for something to grab. Your brain doesn't really process. So what you do is you pick up one of the temporary walls and throw it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say, let me find your character sheet because I'm a fan of your characters. So let's find out what you're good at.
And I'll tell you beforehand, composure's out the window. I'm riling the blood. I'm at Tango 3 and we're going, baby.
Yeah. Oh, you've got. Yeah. We'll roll strength plus brawl. We'll call it difficulty 3. So yeah, you want a blood surge? Cool. Roll me a rouse check.
I want a blood surge. I want a high roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got a high roll.
Cool. You do not gain any hunger.
1, 2, 3 plus brawl.
Yeah, and then you get 2 dice, 1 dice. Fuck, how much do you get from the blood surge? Let me check my cheat sheet.
I mean, I took 1. I can take 2.
It's 1 die, yeah, because your blood potency is pretty low.
Yeah.
You're not very tasty.
So, you said 3 successes?
Yeah, I did.
We got 3 successes.
Lovely. Yeah.
I want to repeat. Fox is like 1 meter 60 centimeters. That girl is small. And you see that very small girl just taking a potable wall, putting her claws into it. You hear the fabric rip, and just with a scream hurl it at the painting. Beast, burning thingy blah blah. We don't know what it is.
It kind of like chops both of them in half. Like it clashes into these 2 beings. And yeah, the flames have died a little bit from the impact and the material that it's burned up. Would anyone else like a final action to decide this encounter?
Yes. So, Lenore is just awake. The nap was not particularly. Well, it was lovely to be in Gabriel's arms. It was cut short. And the what came just before that nap is still very much fresh in her head. And this is something which feels straight out of hallucination. But it's physical, and it's something which... Oh, go ahead.
I would say that you might even project some of the things that you saw onto these creatures. I think you could project
shout.
the beast onto them quite easily, or the shadowy presence of your sire.
Yes, I like that a lot. Thank you. So I think that these do not present as paint monsters. They are ever shifting. We see a very brief suggestion of Altair. We see Lucy, as we saw last week. We see Nim, but they all sort of merge together. It's as if there's elements of these people, but you wouldn't recognize them if you weren't looking for them. And I think that brings this rage, this... Lenore is small in a different way. Lenore is tall, but she doesn't carry herself tall. She carries herself as she's a lot shorter than she actually is. And so she, I think, walks, doesn't run. But she walks, but she doesn't look very composed. She is jilting from side to side a little bit as she's walking. And one of these, which is one of these paint creatures, looks into what she perceives as its eyes. Where that happens to be on the actual creature's body, I don't know, but she perceives it as eyes. And reaches inside this creature, makes a fist, and brings her mouth close. And she takes her own blood into this creature and is going to get very close to what she perceives as its ear and say, "Now you can learn what it's like to be me."
Right. Cool. What even is that as a role?
At least intimidating.
Yeah. Right. That is a lot. Do you have any points in occult?
Occult, I believe I might. I do, yes. I've got 2 points in occult.
Roll me resolve plus occult.
Okay.
Difficulty 4. But if you fail, don't worry. That there is something going on here.
Okay. I would like to blood surge on this
Yep.
to bring it up from
So
4 dice to
roll,
5 dice, please.
Yeah, roll a rouse check to see if you need to increase your
Yes,
hunger.
I certainly can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. That is one. That's only 2 successes.
Cool. So you wouldn't be able to really... Yeah, you wouldn't be able to make it on a... You could re-roll 2 willpower dice and make it if you'd like to attempt
Oh,
it.
sorry, 2 successes on the rouse check, I mean.
Oh, the rouse check is
Not-
just a 1
yeah.
die and you don't get any hunger.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, I was doing that totally wrong. I'll re-roll that. Sorry.
That's That's so good.
That's still a failure.
Oh, a
Because I was
failure.
rolling
Okay.
7 dice on the rouse check. Because it was the old frenzy check.
No,
But
rouse
that's
check
still a
is just
failure on the
one
rouse
dice.
check.
Yeah. No worries. You gain a hunger.
Okay.
Roll up your 7 die. You've rolled up your 5 die for the occult
Okay.
and resolve roll.
So 4 of these 5 dice are now hunger dice, which is fun. I can't go wrong at
Yep.
all, I'm sure.
That's
Okay,
fine.
so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes with 1 of 2 10s on the hunger dice.
Woo! We love domestic criticals.
Oh.
Cool. So, what everyone else sees is that basically Lenore has ran at these two, or walked towards them and put fists through both of them. And you don't see what happens, but suddenly they the kind of inky, splodgy grey brown. You know that color when you mix paint together, all the paint colors together, and you get that horrible brown color on like kids when kids paint. That's what they looked like originally. And as Lenore's hands go into them, and it's like a hot second, you see them spiraling outwards in the color palette, and like because they're constantly swirling. Red, deep crimson red, comes out of all of them, in both of them, and it becomes more and more intense. And soon, they are not made of paint; they are made of blood. And what form would they take, Kieran?
I think that's I think the overriding form in Lenora's mind is that of Nim and Lucy. And so I think these are how they appear. They appear as ever so slightly off, almost like almost sort of not quite human, sort of uncanny valley type versions, as if they were a slightly imperfect wax figurine of Nim and of Lucy.
Great. They do become figurines. Like they are now solid and they've stopped. And what you see is that they've become these like wax figurines. And it's that scene. You can see the vision. Like Lucy is looking with sorrow and sadness, and a very angry Nim is shouting at them. And that's kind of the form they take on. I am going to call a break here for 5 minutes. We'll be back shortly, and we'll pick up with Gabriel during that encounter. And then hopefully all of you will be able to confront our mage friend. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
See you
Bye
all soon.
bye. Cool, break. Hello, everyone. Welcome. And the subtitle of that is "I'm from Laserpool." So
That would be an improvement.
Gabriel, your friends are. You don't see what's happening. You hear some wild noises coming from the other room. Nim, when we last saw Nim was kind of in this like weird talking to themselves, trying to figure out what like she put the painting on display on purpose. Like, what was the point of all this? And yeah, that's kind of where they are. What do you want to do anything about it? They haven't noticed you yet.
They haven't noticed me. Okay.
They're kind of pacing back and forth in front of the box.
And they're just pacing, like they haven't, like they're not inspecting the box itself or anything.
Oh, sorry. Can you say that again? Your audio went silly. That's my fault.
Oh, sorry. No, so they're just pacing in front of the box. They haven't opened the box or looked into it at all, or...
No, they haven't seemed to open it yet. I think you can tell they're apprehensive about opening the box because they don't understand why it's here. Like, they are repeating to themselves, why would she try and show the painting? Doesn't make any sense.
And I can hear what's going on in the other room, so hold on. Let me see.
You hear, like...
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
I appreciate the
Really
live
good
Foley.
one.
I'm wondering if I can sneak back out of the room for just a second.
Would you like to try?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Absolutely. Could you roll me stealth plus dexterity, difficulty 4?
Oh, I better pass all of these. I'm gonna rouse the blood.
Yep. Make a rouse check, which is 1d10.
That is a success with 9. Let's go.
Lovely. You don't gain any hunger.
That is 4 success. Well, actually, 5 because I got 2 10s.
2 10s becomes 4.
4. Okay, 2 10s becomes 4. So 6.
Yep.
6 successes.
Yeah, you make it out the room fine.
Okay.
You arrive at the door to the back room as you see the final moments of the figures taking form, and they go from being a as they stiffen.
Uh-huh. Process that for a second, and then Nia's with us, right? In the room
Yes,
still?
she's kind of bewildered by what just happened.
I think I will... Yeah, I'm gonna run over to Nia. Why was the painting in my archive?
You were going to put it on show, right?
Yeah, and then I pulled it down immediately.
So that she would see it.
Who?
Lucy,
Why does Lucy need to see it?
because it's her painting.
Why does Nim want the painting so badly?
Because it's his painting.
And you can't just share the painting? It can't just be put up somewhere?
You notice she is struggling to speak. As if she literally does not have the words. Only one of them can have the painting. She struggles out.
I look back at specifically Altair, just confused.
He's sort of like still trying to smarten himself up a little bit after yeeting himself at a monster.
Hey, Altair,
Oh,
you've been inside the dreaming before.
yes.
The whole place feels like the dreaming.
Oh, shit.
It is not the dreaming, as that has a specific flavour. However, the space is filled with glamour.
Okay. His eyes kind of dilate a little bit like a cat. Uh, but he's staying in control. Right.
Oh, could you also refresh the
Well,
subtitles because I've lost you?
No! Hold on. Am I back?
Yep.
Hey! Well, if only one can have it, Perhaps there is a way to this.
Foxy's
Total
also there.
annihilation.
Sorry.
No,
Foxy's
you
also
can't.
there. Or?
You can't destroy the
Are
painting.
we all in the room?
Yeah. Don't destroy the painting. You can't destroy the painting.
You know,
Why?
isn't that like that fucking painting you wanted?
It's I mean, I'll happy share it with Lucy, but it is mine.
No, it's not yours. It's Lucy's.
Fuck you.
Nim's. Lucy's.
Shut up.
Nim's. Lucy's.
It
Nim's.
used. No, it used to be. It's mine now.
See? Problem fucking solved.
Altair just side eyes Gabriel.
Side eyes back.
It called to me. It wants me. It chose me to be
It doesn't
False
want you.
gods.
abandoned them.
It
False
can't
gods will
want you.
always call
Elva.
themselves to a cult.
No one said it was a god. It doesn't have to be a god.
No, but generally the way of creating power, holding power, is to enforce the idea that you have power over others, even when necessarily you do not have it. That
I'm
or
very aware
love.
it has power over me. I'm very aware of that. I don't mind that it has power over me.
Why?
Girly pop, that sounds dangerous.
Entirely so. You are powerful in your own right, Lenore.
Nia is getting more and
Well.
more visibly frustrated that she cannot find the words and starts like kind of choking on air. and like biting at her own mouth.
Do you don't know the word? Are you just can't you say it because you took an oath? I don't fucking know what's going on.
She kind of just shouts sound at you.
Hold on. I may have a small idea. The air here is wrong. Can I try and sort of take her around the shoulders and get her out of the museum space?
Okay.
With an inclination for the others to come with. I'm not trying to like separate if they want to.
Yeah. So how are you leaving?
Through the doors?
Okay. You go for the doors. Open the doors.
Okay. Yeah.
Inside the Cardiff Museum, there is this big site of stairs that has a statue, like a Greek statue, on a platform at the first level, and splits off into two ways. You walk through the double doors, and you are at the top of the stairs to the left.
Party people. Are we doing crazy shit in the museum again?
It wouldn't be a museum.
It's fine, it's fine. I know where the security room is by now.
Would you like to go to the security room?
Yes, I would like to go to the security room.
Cool. You walk through the door that leads you to the security room. You're on the right side of the upper stairs.
I close the door, I open it again.
Yeah. You're still there.
The nearest wall. Can I run a hand along it and then kind of lick it? Is it glamorous?
Oh, yeah. When I said the whole space feels like glamour, I meant every atom in this
Everything.
space.
I'll kind of sit, kind of running it through his hands for a minute. I don't think we're at the museum. As in, we're not actually at the museum in a real space. This is all fey magic.
Hey. Oh, great.
Okay.
So there are fairies now. Cool.
Allow me to slightly rephrase, but I think that's a fine introduction. The space is here, but everything has glamour on it.
Oh.
So glamour is probably not. It is glamour, but it is not the glamour that you are used to.
Ah, it's spicy glamour.
No. Mages apply glamour differently. You just wouldn't know this.
Got ya.
They use glamour to affect the world around them. It does change basically the space of reality, but the effect of it is similar to the effect of glamour. You would not be able to tell the difference between the two.
Yeah, so I feel like he's just kind of figuring it out as the closest thing he knows.
Yeah.
Cool.
And no one's told you there's a mage here, so as far as you're concerned, we're dealing with Fae.
It's Fae! Yeah, he'll will draw his finger up the wall again and we'll hold it out to Foxy. Smell it, look it, whatever.
You're on opposite ends of the stairs, by the way.
Oh,
you look like
can
a
I
fucking
make...
dog.
Cool. So you
don't answer this. Altair, I swear to God, if you don't stop laughing right now. Much appreciated.
Canid's much different than Fox's.
Do you walk down the stairs towards Foxy on the other stairs?
Yeah.
Cool. You make it to the platform. You start walking up the stairs, and then you notice that Foxy's behind you.
It'll kind of, and then we'll spin.
Yep.
I think all of Cardiff is being affected. What exactly has gone on here tonight?
Nana's ex is a bitch. A nice bitch, but a bitch.
Okay. Anything
And-
that may explain?
I don't know, they trapped me for like half an hour in an elevator and tried flirting with me. Or something
Oh.
like that. But like, it didn't, like, the elevator was still going. They were really nice. But like, did Dilara tell me what their ex was? Nope.
But Nia did reference it. No, that was later. Forget that.
No, Nia did say out loud to Foxy and Lenore that they're a mage.
Oh, okay. Yes. A mage, apparently, according to this lovely person who I don't know who you are. You just turned up.
My name is Nia. I'm looking for the painting, and I'm looking for my friend Lucy. And it's really important that Lucy gets the painting back.
Lucy in the painting. Lucy. Oh,
I guess.
that's interesting, but unimportant right now. Yes, same Faye, but actually not Faye. Bitchy person from your own elevator shenanigans. The one
Right.
who.
So not Faye, mage.
Apparently so.
Fascinating. So
I'm going
why
to go-
exactly? Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to just announce to the room before, but I'm going to go back through this door now and might report back. I would go
Which
back through the
door?
same door that we came in through.
You're now also on the stairs. You are on the so Foxy was originally on the right stairs, but then when Altair tried to walk towards them, ended up on the left stairs. You are now on the right stairs, where Altair is at the bottom of the right stairs.
Waves.
Right.
Do you want to try Gabriel? It's quite fun, if disorienting.
I guess.
What do you attempt to do?
Go back through the door we just came through.
The main door, because you just came through the door that led to the back room.
Yeah, through the main door.
You are now standing at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Congratulations, everyone. You're now all stuck on the stairs.
What kind of Kafka-esque Escher nightmare is this?
As you look up, you see yourselves reflected, endlessly going up in infinite stairs.
Callum,
Uh-huh.
you gave me claws.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna use them. Fuck the
Okay.
stairs. I use my claws, fucking grab into the wall and try to just move on the wall.
Cool. Yeah, we'll see if that works. Roll me Roll me Dex plus Stamina. Difficulty 4.
Cool. Oh, I'm pretty good at this. I'm not pretty good at this. I've got 2 successes, but at least no 0 on the hunger eye, which is great.
Cool. Start climbing on the walls. And this is like proper stone. It is very uncomfortable to try and put your claws in it. It makes that horrible noise of scratching against marble and stone. Everyone hates it. It irritates your ears to the point that you fall off. You fall back and roll back off the back, like the railings, and land on the floor of the museum. You don't take any damage because you're a vampire, but you are not on the stairs anymore.
Great. Party people, use the walls. The stairs poison. The stairs are lava.
Lenore does not seem to have laws, but it is going to. I think it's just going to try to climb up on top of the banisters.
Mhm.
And is just going to test the waters, just jump as high as she can and try not to land.
Not land.
Ooh, mama.
This is her goal. Obviously, it's not going to happen because she's not a fly vampire, but this is
Okay.
what she's trying to do,
As
is just
Lenore
not hit the
jumps-
ground.
As Lenore jumps into the air, you watch Lenore start to fall upwards into the infinite stairs.
Oh no.
Lenore. Lenore.
Also,
I
the voice is
did
coming from
not-
both below you and above you.
That wasn't meant to work, but I'm sort of glad it did. I'm sure this'll. And it goes quiet as she's thinking whilst falling, and
For everyone else, Lenore's voice is getting further and further away.
My Raven, perhaps try and land.
good point. How do I do that?
Try to land besides the floor so you don't hurt yourself. Terry Pratchett style.
You could roll me some dexterity and athletics to try and control your motion in the air. We'll call this difficulty 3.
I think what she's doing is that she remembers a time in the flat seeing a repeat of a documentary which featured flying squirrels and the big skin flaps they have. And so we're going to try to imitate that motion with her big black flappy dress, which now has a bit of paint on it from Gabriel. And this is how she's attempting to not be falling anymore, but also not hit the ground too. So, with athletics and dexterity, did you say?
Dexterity, yes, please. Difficulty 3.
Okay, so that's 2 dice. So let us hope that. And they're both hunger dice, so let's hope for a messy critical.
Really, that's what you're gonna hope for.
Okay, so that is. Oh, okay. So not only is that no successes, that's a bestial failure.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh.
Lenore, you're convinced the real solution to this puzzle is to follow the infinite stairs into the sky. That is the way to get to Nim. It's obvious, because obviously this seems like an endless trap designed to trap you in eternity. But that's what they want you to think. No, you must get to the painting, and it is at the end of the infinite stairs.
Is going to shout down. No, it's okay. It's okay. I figured it out. I'm just going to keep going, and eventually I'll get to them. You don't need to worry. If you want to join me, great. But I'll see you soon, I'm sure.
You hear, I see you, and by the time they say soon, their voice is gone.
Lenore! Not to be that person, but when the Markov says don't worry, I worry!
Hey, fun fact, Lenore, you don't hear that.
I thought as much.
So what we're gonna do?
Try and
Would
get
anyone
the
else like
hell
to
out
try
of
and get
here and see if we
upstairs?
Can I? So Altair's fucked off. To put it in a nutshell, the knife he had from earlier. Can he try and arc it? So he's thinking he can try and cut himself out of this. He's thinking it's some sort of created reality. He's not having a great time. Last time he did this, bad shit happened.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and cut himself out of this reality through the
you
wall.
try and cut stone, it doesn't work.
I think, loses his shit for a second and is just onwards and backwards and keeps going at the wall with the knife. And then he's going to take the Lenore approach. Is going to try and jump off the stairs, but try and think about landing rather than going up.
Okay. Yeah. You jump off and land. Off the stairs.
Cool. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna also do that, because apparently it's working.
Yep, you jump off the stairs, off the banisters, and you're fine. It seems like Lenore tried to jump high, and in doing so, just kept going. And because you all just kind of went and like vaulted over, you were fine. Lenore is gone, though.
I think we may have to collect her. Either that or she'll loop her way round.
Are you fucking kidding me? Does anybody here have a rope or something?
You would need
No.
infinite vote.
Perhaps we go after her.
And also, like, it doesn't make sense to loop back round because, like, OBS has crashed. That's not good. That's okay. We're good.
Okay.
We're still live. You're all okay. So the stairs literally normally just go from the ground floor to the second floor. There is no like hole for Lenore to get back up through. It's only infinite, like a Escher painting, when you look up.
We're at the bottom of the Escher painting, not in the middle of the Escher painting.
Yes. Lenore is... Here's a GM note. Lenore is currently out of the scene until you can resolve what is happening to the space.
Okay.
That's what beast or failure gets you.
So we deal with the mage, we get Lenore back.
Your characters don't know
Okay,
that,
so-
but you might be able to like intuit it.
Yeah.
So I see two solutions. Solution number one, we jump after her, get her, and think about falling, and hope we don't break all our bones, so the vampiric bullshit can still do some vampiric bullshit. Or we find out how this fuck here works, and I'm not the smart one.
I know the Fae could control various things about their world. Not necessarily like a mage could, but...
Can somebody fill me in? What the fuck is a mage?
My understanding is limited. I'm going based off of media and television.
So we've got here fucking Merlin. Wonderful.
Hey, gang, who is not infinitely falling upwards? Could you roll me wits plus awareness, please, of 4?
That would have been my next question. What can I see?
With your fox eyes.
Oh no.
Two.
I have 2, but one of them is a 10 on the hunger die.
Cool. 1. I'll tell you.
Can I willpower? I got 2 successes. May I willpower reroll?
Absolutely.
Cool heckin' beans. Let's go. Oh shit! Come back here. Yes, that is a 6 and a 7. So that's 6, a 7, a 6, and a 9. Nice.
Cool.
Oh,
I'll tell you the only one to notice. Nim is walking out with the painting.
Oh shit! He will. We may have a pressing problem, and is just gonna fucking launch himself towards Nim.
Cool. Nia also launches herself at Nim. However, Nia jumps in the air and then slams into the ground. And it's like she's being held down on the ground by like extreme gravity. But you're fine. You're flying through the air. You're going from. Yeah. What do you want to do? Are you gonna bite? You gonna punch? Just a flying kick? What is this? Is this a spear? You're just tackling him in the air?
He's probably gonna go knife first, pointy
Cool.
end first.
Just stab him with a
into
knife.
back. Yeah.
Lovely.
He's done with anything that smells of glamour.
Yeah, cool. Roll me Dex plus Brawl. Oh wait, melee. Hold on a minute. Let's have a look at your character sheet.
My brawl's better than my melee, to be fair. So
Yeah,
I
the
might
thing
just
is,
try
though,
and brawl him.
The thing is, Brawl is explicitly without weapons.
I will drop the knife.
Cool. I think I'm right about that. Let me go and check the skills. But I'm pretty sure. I mean, this might be my fault.
That
for not
makes
explaining it properly,
sense.
Language
think-
wise,
that Brawl is specifically not your ability to use weapons. Melee used to handle weapons such as knives, chains, baseball bats with prowess. Brawl enables the character to hit their target as they swing with their fist, boot, and claw. As long as you have no weapons in hand.
Cool. I'm just gonna try and whack him.
Cool.
I'm gonna try and whack him. So that's brawl
Yeah.
plus
Brawl plus strength, please.
strength, which is a nice
Difficulty.
dice.
5.
Oh, I only have exactly 5. Okay.
You've got blood surges, you've got willpower.
I always forget the blood surge, but I'm already committed to the bit at this point. Oh, I got 666. But I got 66672, so can I willpower all the two?
Yeah, absolutely.
I am cutting through my willpower today. That is a 7. 66677. Oh wait, 100.
You
blah, blah, blah.
launch at them.
Six.
I think you just basically fly in close. You're doing a buckshot lariat. You are flying in the air and you just take them out with your arm, and hit them down to the ground. The painting goes sliding across the floor out of their hands,
Oh shit.
and yeah, you have hit them onto the floor. And they attempt to scramble, like they kind of twist on the floor to look at you.
Careful. Careful. How do they smell?
Human.
Okay.
The painting belongs to me. Let me get
Does it
out
have
of
your
here
name
with
on it? See, I grew up with a brother, and the law dictates that unless it distinctly has your name on it, it's kind of up for grabs.
They whistle,
Oh no.
and the painting slides towards them.
Can I try and get my boot out
Yeah,
to stop it? I'm playing this
Yeah.
horrific game of Twister.
cool. You put your boot out. The painting hits your boot, slides along it, and keeps moving towards them.
Oh! Can I try and... I feel like putting my boot on top of it will break it, considering he's wearing new rocks.
You do it though.
The frame. So
Roll
he's got
me-
hands on
roll
top
me a
of
dexterity check, please.
dexterity.
A
How do I do
dexterity.
that?
Just roll me the dexterity.
Let me put this guy's away. That's that's a 1 and a 9. I'm getting a lot of 9s tonight.
Cool.
9 is in 9. Don't do that.
You fall into the painting.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
Monroe, Bard, Altair just full on fell through that painting.
Ah.
Fuck. But we also see Nim was the name, right?
Yep. Nim dusts themselves off, picks up the painting, and continues to walk to leave.
Oi, gentle person.
Oh, Foxy. It's wonderful to see you again.
Yeah, likewise. You got my friend in your painting.
Well, yes, they do seem to have put themselves there.
And you have my other friend floating around somewhere.
Yeah, which one do you want back?
I'll
Oh.
take both.
See, the problem is you've caused me a lot of trouble this evening.
I didn't do shit.
That is true, which is why I'm letting you have one of your friends back.
You can let them both go and take me.
Now, that is a nice offer. Deal.
I know you want me. Wonderful, let
They
them go.
click their fingers. The whole space begins to shift and move. And everyone sees this. As if space is folding in on itself. And it's like actually that everything is like, it's like It's like, when you open a book with pop-out pictures and they all fold out of each other. It currently feels like the space is folding in as someone is turning over a page. Does anyone like to do something about this?
Like, are we folded out or are we folded in?
If you were folded out, you're currently being folded in. So, like, it is as if space is compacting.
I just looked back at Gabe.
Awesome. You feel the page close. You are all standing outside of the museum. Altair, Lenore, you are stood outside the museum. Gabriel, you are stood outside the museum. Foxy is not there. Nim is not there. And Nia is on the floor, and like the pressure on them has been relieved.
Where's Foxy?
I was rather hoping you could answer.
Altair? No, I was fooling you, but I wasn't. I thought I was going to get to Nim, but it didn't work.
She traded herself for you two. He's just in shock. He's just standing there, like, visibly shaking.
I'm gonna get an arm round Gabriel, I think.
No, that's not how it's meant to happen.
They like to collect
No.
Yeah. When they find someone they like, they see it as looking after them. They're not held.
We go off.
Not really, but you can't help yourself. They're your friend, but they think they know what's best for you. They thought the painting was what was good for Lucy. Gets a piece of paper and scribbles down a cipher and hands it to you.
I guess we'll take it.
They thought it was best if I stayed quiet. I have to go and find Lucy. And she walks away. Tears in her eyes.
We are going
You've been
to
handed the
fix this.
cipher that solves the puzzle of the code.
Right. We go back in, we read the code, we figure out what's going on, and we get everyone back together. Are we okay? Lenore?
Well, I think reach for Gabriel's hand. I mean, retract, pull it back. Yes, we go. We'll bring her back. We'll bring her back. Yes. Altair, you're right. We can do it. We'll do it. Yes.
All right. Gabriel, you all right?
He's still shaking. There's tears forming in the corners of his eyes.
He's gonna sort of gently set his hands. We'll go and face Gabriel. We'll sort of set a hand either side of his face. This is no blind hope. We're going to fix this, all right? I promise. We've dealt with Fey figures before now. We are the greater species. All right?
I want to point out that this is the first time you've ever seen him wearing glasses that aren't tinted, so you actually see the colors of his eyes.
What color are his eyes?
Hazelisk, like dark with that greenish, but like gold in the middle.
As of this time, I'd like to remind you that vampires in Vampire the Masquerade cry blood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's metal as fluff.
Yeah.
The way I'll put it is all bodily fluid is blood. Anyway, would you like to
Hate
go and
that.
find out what the code says?
He's gonna put a little kiss on Gabriel's forehead, if that's okay, and then we'll head in.
Yep.
The museum is as it was. The paintings are all gone, however, and the wall that was thrown definitely was thrown and has been thrown through some of the other walls. Your exhibit is a disaster. Oh, and the two blood statues are still there.
Shit.
So you make your way through the corridor into the back room, into the archive, and you look at the cipher. You resolve the puzzle, and it reads: "The anwyf, fel myneb yn anghofio." And none of you speak Welsh.
Google Translate.
Cool. Google Translate will translate this to "My beloved, so no one forgets."
It's a glass butterfly case.
Glass butterfly.
When one wants to keep something particularly beautiful or particularly fine, even past the point of it being unkind, you keep it pinned in a butterfly case. That's what this is. It's a display piece for presumably the beloved.
You don't let people change or grow or live.
None of you have
Vampirism to its extreme.
Do any of you have modern smartphones?
I've got a
Lenore.
Nokia.
Do any of you follow Foxy on Twitch?
Yes, Lenore definitely does. That's how they met.
Do you get, I assume, email notifications when Foxy goes live?
Yes.
Great. You get an email notification that Foxy has gone live. And with that, we'll take our second break. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. We'll be... Hold on to your butts.
Oh, see you all soon.
See
Oh.
you in a sec. Hello, and welcome back. Foxy, you awake in the cell.
Hello.
Foxy,
Who's there?
who else is going to be? You've not been two-timing me, have you?
You?
No, my name's Brian.
You're terrible. You're fucking terrible. I hate you. Please never go away.
Well, I don't. Well, actually, I am planning on getting out of here as soon as possible, but I would take you with me.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because no one else is going to look at this face and go, I'm going to hang out with that one.
Hey, come on. One of us has to be the pretty one of us has to be the smart one.
Are you
And I am the
pretty?
smart one.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, we're
Oh, I was the
fucked.
smart one. Which means that we're both buggered.
Yeah, we're fucked. That's nothing new. You know, I would sing for you, but you hear what they did to my voice again.
I don't know, I quite like the voice.
Yeah, I mean, I could go for Adele.
It's like, I know, something like, I don't think I can say the words because I'll get me in trouble with you.
No, come on.
I don't know, there's something like Banshee.
In your fucking dreams.
Those are the that great. That's kind of what we're stuck with. Unless you've been like building a lockpick.
Yeah, you know, I've been filtering off hair from my fox ears, and it's gonna be great.
Hey, they say the hair is like super powerful. I remember watching this episode of like Blue Peter once, right? And they were like holding heavy things up with hair, like single
Mhm.
strands of hair. You know what Blue
You?
Peter is? Do you have it where you from?
No, I don't know what it is right now. Sorry.
It's like this weird variety show for kids. And like the idea was it was like meant to show kids things about the world. It was also like a bit like a guest show. And like they would hand out these blue badges to people if they could send in that they've done something impressive. And every kid wanted a blue badge, and not many kids got them, apart from Magpie's about to go and get one. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah. Like Sendung mit der Maus, yeah, or Tigerentenclub. I know things like that.
Yeah, right. So if you could just like break us out, I'll get you a Blue Peter badge.
Hey, I would do anything for a fucking blue badge. So yeah, picking a lock with fox ear hair totally works.
Heavy steps are
I mean,
heard coming towards
maybe you
you.
could just look at the iron of the door, and it could just melt, like with your presence or something. Telekinesis, have you tried?
I've been trying really hard to do some telekinesis. The steps come closer and closer to to your door and walk past, and you hear a door slam open. Foxy, did you ever doof, doof, doof? Um, you close your eyes and you open them, and you are sat before the prince and Theo is dead on the floor.
Your Majesty, it wasn't his fault.
The prince stands up and walks over to you and holds you by your face. And it's Altair looking at you.
We, we might come to a agreement. I can be useful. I promise. I can be useful. I promise.
They lift
Nobody
you
needs
up
to know.
and toss you aside, and you land outside on the ground. The museum is in front of you. There is people in the museum. There is light coming from the inside. You're not in it because you can't be part of the coterie if they're part of the Camarilla.
But if I hold my ears extra still, it could be a fashion statement. I can make this work. I can make this work. It can work,
As
right?
you kind of stumble towards the museum, your body begins to twist on itself. And the hair from your arms grows all over you. And you begin to shrink as the world becomes huge and big until you are like on the floor in a pile somewhere between person and fox creature.
This can't be happening. I look around. This can't be happening. This isn't true. This didn't happen. I'm still at least mostly human. I'm human enough.
It happened in your mind, doesn't it? None of this is mine. It's all you.
Who's there?
Beautiful.
Who's there?
You are sat in a calm space. The pain has gone. You are sat in a beautiful outfit. And you are kind of in a booth inside of a large library. And the fabric of the chair is as soft as anything you've ever felt. Nim is sat there in a tailcoat, the waistcoat, the shirt, and they are gently caressing your arm. And as they do, the hair recedes and it feels nice. And it's warm. And your body's never warm, it's always cold. But it is warm to the touch, a nice soothing feeling. And they remove the claws, your hands return to normal. And then they place their hands on your ears.
What? What are you doing?
They slowly, just little scratches behind.
What are
And
you
then
doing?
they kind of pull their hands from your head, and they're gone. I
What? You can do
think
that.
you are beautiful, with or without them. But I can see how much it would mean to you to not have them anymore.
Did you make me see those things?
In a way, yes.
Why? Why would you do
Because
that to me?
I needed to capture them.
What?
I can get them taken away.
What?
Come with me. They kind of stand and put out a hand,
I take their hand.
and
Still,
they take you
again
into
and again, feeling for my ears.
into a studio space. It's a large kind of gallery, like an artist's lab, with like half finished paintings hanging from the ceiling, like models of like Leonardo da Vinci-esque creations, and in the middle of the space is a easel with a painting on it, which has been covered with a sheet.
Is that the painting I'm not supposed to look at?
No, this is your painting.
My
And they take the cover off, and you see yourself crawled up in a ball, turning into a fox creature.
Well, that's not very comforting.
No, it's okay, because I can put all of those thoughts away in the painting. Memories, I can take them away.
You can't simply take away the bad, and that's not how it works. That's I've seen enough therapy videos on YouTube to know that that's not how it works.
But I can do it. I can make all the pain go away.
Why?
Because it's a kind thing to do.
Do you do the same with your pain?
I don't really have much.
Look, I know you're way old and wise on something than me. I'm still counting, okay? And that says something. I'm at 27 right now, but that doesn't sound right.
You will feel empty for a bit, like something's missing. But
Like I'm lost. Lucy was out of the. Lucy was in your paint. It wasn't about the paint. That's why it was Lucy's and yours. You put Lucy into a paint.
I took the painful bits of her memory and put them into a painting.
Well, they got out.
Lucy had someone very dear to them taken away, and I couldn't save them. For 40 years, she mourned. She refused to do anything. I had to bring her sustenance. She refused to leave the room. She was going to starve herself. I couldn't let my friend do that.
I'm sorry your friend had to go through this. I'm sorry you had to go through this.
So I took the memories away and I put them in a painting. And as long as she was here, she would have them and we could work through them. And then Nia joined us. And I thought she'd be a good mix. Then she found the painting and it must have leaked out some of the memories. She had this thing for Lucy that Lucy never reciprocated because she wasn't ready. They might have one day, it's just that we hadn't got to that point in her recovery. So she stole the painting and ran. And then Lucy ran away. I think she was called to the painting, and they just ran around in circles for years trying to find each other. That's why she was showing the painting in Cardiff. Lucy's in Cardiff.
Yeah, I met Lucy. I met her just like 5-10 minutes or something before we talked, and I lost 10 minutes out of that. Like I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, it's probably Eddie.
And what?
Time Eddie.
Sweetheart, as I said, I'm 27. I got bitten at I got transformed at 18. I didn't know that there were majors today until today.
Time travel.
Oh, cool. That's
That's
possible
side
too.
effects. We're not
Fun.
meant to do it. It's complicated, difficult, and no one really comes back from it the same.
Yeah, but being put in a painting, okay. But do you understand how it looks from the outside? I mean, I get it, but do you see how it looks from the outside?
That I care about my friend, that I want to help her not feel
Yes,
these
but you
feelings
can't
anymore.
make these decisions for her. You can't make these decisions for anybody.
Have I taken your memories?
I don't know. I
I'm
don't think
asking
so.
if you want me to.
No. That's part of me.
But it makes you hurt.
Yeah, and it makes me a little bit, let's put it bluntly, crazy. So what?
You don't want to be happy.
I am happy. That's the thing, you can be happy even though you hurt. Let's not do that Freudian bullshit where life is just a pull string of happiness moments in an eternal sea of grief. Please, that bullshit was like declared dead years ago.
I've seen it.
I go up and hug them. I just hug them.
I hug you back. Well, it's okay because we'll have lots of time to talk about it.
Yeah, I guess we will. What exactly does it mean that I'm now with you? I don't want to be. I want to say yours. That sounds very, very odd.
No. You're just my friend.
Okay, friends. Friend. I love friends. Hi. I'm. Well, I'm not Foxy
Let's
anymore,
take you
but
to your room. Do you have any ideas about what you want us to look like?
I believe Foxy would just imagine her flat, like some of her a flat, but like a bit cleaned out, a bit nice, and like a big communal kitchen because Foxy loves to have friends around.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can redesign the kitchen, and we can put your room on attaché to the kitchen. Cool. Let's do that. Fine. Yeah. I'm gonna.
What?
You know what? No. It's actually fine. You are well. Give me a second. Kind of reaches towards your head. Yep. Okay. I see. Cool. That's a shame.
What are you talking about?
Your kindred. You creativity. It's being robbed from you by the beast. Belief.
Well, that's
creativity. These are the things that magic works off. That's why there's not many mages these days, because no one believes in much anymore. Nothing healthy and nothing powerful enough. But Wales is
even my
a very
friends.
special place because it's sort of magic. It's full of bureaucracy and nonsense like everywhere else in the world, and hate and violence, but there is an essence of autism, like an artistic idea of what the country should be culturally that underlines it as a nation, which means it's quite easy to do things here.
Did you just call me not creative?
I'm saying that you're close to fading away,
Excuse me.
but we can fix that.
What? Excuse me. I'm writing my own songs. I'm pretty creative.
How long will it take you to write the last song?
Depends on the song. If I have
So
like a
mechanically-
great idea.
I'm here mechanically. Because of your humanity level, you are starting to struggle creatively.
Yeah, but fuck, the Nile is a river in Egypt.
Cool. Just kind of making you. It's fine that you're doing this. It's just mechanically they are telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I want it to be good. I don't know, a day or something, up to a week.
So I can tell when you're lying. It's okay. But we can work on it. And yeah, you know what? Let's do that now. It might feel a bit weird at first.
My body, my choice. Before you do anything, tell me what you do. Ask me, and then I can give you a consent, and then we can talk about it.
Reach your humanity.
That's something you can just do like that.
Kinda.
Why aren't vampires best friends with mages again?
Because you naturally give off basically like anti-magic.
Okay.
Because you're not creative. Like it's being drained from you by the beasts, the demons and the vampires and the blood. It's there. You're kind of all like spawn of like a demon from like eons ago, kind of complicated kind of thing. And
that whole Cain bullshit is true.
Kinda.
I thought that was like Bible study.
No, it's. I mean, it was a thing called Cain. It's more real than Jesus.
That would be a great sticker. Just put it on anything more real than Jesus. See, I can be creative.
Yeah. By just repeating what I just said.
Yeah, but putting it into a new context, that's being creative.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, do your thing.
Cool. They take your hand. Oh, no, they reach out for you to take their hand. This is going to be a bit weird. They step into you. And you are in choir practice. Your heart is pumping. You are breathing. You are alive again.
Yeah.
And there is the beautiful song. It's weird because you never would have been in this choir because the choir is singing a Welsh hymn.
It's been years. Can I actually sing, or is my voice still messed up?
It's getting there. You're like, you know the words, you know what to do, but you are finding a disconnect between the two.
I take what I can get.
What inspires you?
When you have a full room of people, that's why I always sung in the choir, and everybody's like harmonizing, there's like this tangible something in the air. There's no word for it in any language I know, but like it
Oh,
feels
no. I've got it. We're in the wrong
Uh-huh.
setting.
What?
You are now stood in a pub. And you watch as one drunk old man at the bar starts singing to himself. And someone else joins in.
Yeah.
And slowly, everyone in the room starts singing.
Yeah, that's the shit. And like one or two dudes who feel like extra fancy do the harmonies badly, but let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Nim is stood next to you and pats you on the back. And you are able to sing.
I actually got my voice back.
Yeah.
I mean, Foxy was a soprano once, so she's gonna like take the alto voice and just up the octave.
Yeah. And they leave you in that memory. This new memory. And then after a little bit, you are back. No, you are now in your apartment, or what it seems at first to be your apartment.
This is getting a bit whack.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Let me guess. I'm gonna get used to the jumping around.
I'll stop doing it. It's just this was just well, I'll try and stop. This
Okay, I look.
is I once traveled back through time and you're not meant to do that as a mage on quite such a big span of time. You will get disconnected from reality, fall into alternate realities, and never stop falling. So you've got to find anchor points. Or what I did is I just lived out the rest of it.
And then
People I made connections with, they're my anchors.
wait. So you started somewhere in Dark Academia age, I was always bad at history. Jump to the present.
No.
Oh.
Other way round.
Oh, you started in the present, jump back to Dark Academia, and then now back here.
Yeah.
That's crazy, y'all.
Yeah. Time and space and memories are kind of my specialities.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like but this space was built by you.
That's my flat.
Mark your humanity to 8.
What does that mean?
Let's check the book. Humanity 8. You still feel pain for the hurt for the hurts you and your kind inflict. The human's guise remains passable, the memories remain fresh, or new instincts for community spring up like green shoots from your long dead soul. Humanity 8 vampires appear human in other regards. You can roll 2 dice for a rouse check and use Blush of Life and take the highest roll. Blush of Life will now allow you to have sexual intercourse and perhaps even enjoy it. Blush of Life allows you to digest and taste wine. You can rise from day sleep up to an hour before sunset if you wish.
Okay, and what does it feel like?
You are breathing for the first time since you turned. You're not actually getting any benefit from it, but you are doing it.
What? Girly Pop, you're putting me through a lot right here now, but I
That's
appreciate
okay.
it.
I am sorry. I'll let you rest. Here's a map. Wait, I've not updated the map. Holds the piece of paper in the air, and it you see it shift. Right, there you go. Here's a map of my estate.
Cool.
Please rest. Take it easy. Your computer's set up. You should be able to stream from it.
Oh, cool. Can I see my friends again sometimes?
They might be a little bit angry with me at the moment.
I understand, but I might be able to explain a bit. If you want me to stream, I need some fox ears or else. But you know what?
Your wardrobe did make an improvement to that one.
Okay, yeah, I'm now I'm listening.
Goes over to the wardrobe, opens it. It's its own room.
Of course it fucking is.
It should just refill with what you want.
Okay.
But that I've got some recommended outfits that I thought might suit you on the far wall.
You still are a gentle person.
I want us to be friends, and I know it was a rough start. And you know what? I could even call Delara around.
I'm not sure. I think I need a bit of time. I would love to see Delara again.
It's obviously all in your own time. Let's give it a week, a week to settle in, and then we can talk about meeting your friends again. I just need a week away from them,
I mean, I could meet them and come back.
You're not going to make it if you do that.
Make it what?
Go to Cardiff.
Why?
because it will be done. It takes 2 days.
Oh. Oh, so they haven't seen or heard anything from me in 2 days. Yeah, I might
Oh no,
need
no,
to
we
get
got here
online.
instantly. Don't worry about that.
Okay, then I'm so confused.
Well, it doesn't really. Wales isn't big enough for anything to take more than a day to travel to, but we are just far away enough that to get to civilization, you would lose daylight.
Daylight is a problem for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I don't have a car. You'd have to
I
walk
mean,
until you got to the main road, and then if you're walking at night, no one's gonna drive around this part at night.
we'll talk about it. I'm gonna go online.
Yeah.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Yeah. Bye. And
Bye.
they just,
And I
rather than walking out the door, they just kind of fold in on themselves and disappear.
and I get to the wardrobe, pull out fox ears on a stick. Now I'm like, God, this feels so weird. Oh, they feel terrible. Now I know why everybody wants us to know how I made mine. These feel terrible. This is a disaster. Okay, never mind. I can do this. And I go online.
Yeah. Hey, gang. You've got the email that Fox is online.
Kieran, you're muted.
Muted.
Thank you. We need to get to the computer now, please. Fox, she's all right. She's online. We can see her. We can speak to her. Security room. Security. There's computers in the security room. It's where Foxy went. We can go there. Now, please. Come on.
Okay,
I think.
cool. Yeah.
No, we'll hurry.
Make your way to the security room. Turn on the computer. Log into Twitch, and Foxy is live.
It's like the pre-screen where I'm like going through the Steam library. Okay, so I don't know. I feel kind of comfy today. We could do a cute point and click adventure. On the other side, I know, party people, you're here for Valorant and for LOL. You want the sweet tea. You want the drama. Hey, Chad, what's up today?
Hello. It is good to see you. You are safe? Question mark. Question mark.
I'm always safe. I mean, look at me. I'm beautiful.
Yes, beautiful. Always beautiful. Very good. Shenanigans, magic, always fun.
Oh, you mean we're going for some Hogwarts Legacy? I don't know. J.K. Rowling got canceled for a reason.
Yes, we.
Yeah. Oh. But anyway, I am
The
so
building
fucking
you're
glad that
in,
you're here.
Foxy, shakes with a like disdain. Sorry about that. As a reaction to bigots.
Yeah, and you see, I'm casually talking, and I pull my ears off and just scratch my head. Back on.
Ears.
Oh my gosh,
Hey.
right, Chad. I'm so sorry. I never put down my ears before. I mean, you didn't think these were like grown on? No.
Lenore, could you roll me wits plus awareness, please? No,
Wits
sorry.
plus.
There's an insight check, isn't there?
Yeah. So there is insight is a skill.
Yes. Could you roll me composure plus insight?
Composure plus insight. Okay. That is
Difficulty
5
of-
dice.
A difficulty of 4.
Difficulty of 4. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 1, 2 successes.
That's not Foxy.
I think that Lenore closes the window and turns to the other two. It's just, she looks, there was hope, and now there is not hope. And she looks, you wouldn't have seen Miss Voltaire, but Gabriel, she looks worse than she did on the bed. And it was an imposter. It's not her. Someone's stolen her handle. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give you hope when there wasn't any.
How would they do that?
Guess the password, I suppose. I mean, she's good at computer stuff, but there's always someone better.
I mean, Foxy is in streaming mode. She just keeps chattering. Sometimes, like, throws a bone in your direction to see if you're still there. But she's boots up lol, all mid, gets Heimerdinger, curses, feeds the cookies to the little fluffy thingies. Dies a lot.
But you get no responses. If you did check on the little Who's Watching box, you would not see the handle you'd recognize of, I don't know, H. Watson, 1974. But yeah. I think she just sits down in a chair, says, I'm sorry, a couple more times. And other than that is silent.
Altair and Gabriel, do you have any idea what you would like to do in this moment?
I think Altair's first thought would be to message either Ollie or Alva. The latter being someone he knows watches the show. And would just say, can you keep an eye on this? Can you work out what's going on?
I was already watching. So, like, yeah, I can watch her. That's no problem at all.
Cool. He will message back just thank you and like a little black love heart.
What do you mean, what's going on?
You remember the business with the Fae?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
I will do my best.
Just let me know if she seems like she's in any kind of danger.
Don't worry,
Quickly.
Watson. I'm on the case.
Thank you, Holmes. Puts his phone away. Right, we have someone keeping an eye on this.
So, just to come back to Foxy for a second, you don't know where you are.
Yeah, but it might sound sad, but for Foxy, that's proxy. Like, that's nothing. That happens a few times. And the last 2 times, it was a dark cellar and people were not nice to her. Now it's a big, comfy room and people are nice to her. And she can talk with her friends through the internet.
You do have windows, and you can see out of them. And you are in a valley somewhere inside of a large house. A large kind of manor house.
I mean, I look at the map. Is there an address on the map? Did anybody like?
The GPS isn't working.
I was asking
Oh,
about
so you're
the
looking
map.
at the actual map? No, it doesn't have
Yeah.
the name of the start of the house.
Okay, cool. But I know the Lara can come here, so it was a day or two away.
Sorry,
So
that was a lie and a bad thing that Callum said. Wales is not big enough. It takes you 8 hours to get from one side to the other, at most. And even then, it probably takes more like 5 or 6.
So it would be possible no matter where I am, it's just going to be dicey.
Yeah. I think you can inquisite. You might be able to make it to Cardiff if you were lucky in one night. But it would require a lot of circumstances playing out the way you want them to.
Sorry.
What you do find remarkable, and this is what really fucks you up. The sun is up.
I look out the window like I'm playing. I'm not even realizing. Look out the window. I'm like, and my character dies, and I'm like, huh. Sorry, chat. Out there was just like this crazy bird. Like it was like a raven, but it was like bigger. Maybe I just don't know how big ravens are. Do you know, like crows? And I go along on a tangent. I'm like, try to overplay it, but like my eyes wander to the window again and again.
Cool. Back to our coterie. We're going to call the session to an end here, unless anyone has something they would like to do.
Actually, I have an idea of something I would like to do.
Cool.
To see if my internet connection is working. I would like to go to the beginning of my stream.
Yep.
Like I cut the stream for a moment. Sorry, internet connection.
Yeah.
Go into my video archive. Do I have a video archive?
Yes.
I would love to clip the piece where I take off my ears. Open up Google Mail. Is my Google Mail account working?
Yes. You do, however, notice there is a disconnect between the time that things are appearing on the computer and the time that is currently where you are.
I don't fucking care. I'll take that video link and I send it to the fucking Prince of Cardiff. With a friendly, told you I make it work. Heart.
I don't know how you get it to the Prince of Cardiff, but I think your genuine anguish and so your genuine, like your righteous fury, sends the email.
Ha! That's right, Humanity 8. I'm in a magic bubble. Let's go.
And with that, we'll call the session to an end. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm not going to apologize. We'll say goodbye in reverse chronological order. So, thank you very much for playing with us today, Bard, despite your illness.
Hi, everybody. I'm the Bard with many names. You can find me basically everywhere on the internet as the Bard with many names. You can find me here on Tuesdays being Foxy, the E-Girl, Gangrel, and now Earless, which is going to be fun. You can find me every other Friday, also the coming Friday, if I'm not mistaken, which would be tomorrow. I'm not sure. Time is interesting and I'm sick. On Pencil's Tables.
I don't know if it is this Friday because I had a session this week.
Yeah, but like we didn't do it last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 2 or 3 behind by now. It's a bit sad. Like I had this whole thing going. Anyway, you can find me at Pencil's Table either this Friday or next Friday in a wonderful game of Blades in the Dark, playing Summer, the professional rigger and spider of the group. And you can find me on Tuesdays at the Misadventurous League playing Felix, the cookie baking soft boy, a druid and I believe at Roll for Good in May, where I'm gonna have a fun little game for kids on brooms in the Fey realm. So if you're interested in that, you're more than welcome to just get on social media, look them up. It's for charity, and also might still be spots left over. It is midnight for me, and my English isn't English anymore. Thank you, everybody. It's been wonderful.
Thank you for playing with us, Kieran.
Yes, hello and goodbye. I am Kieran. I use they, them pronouns. I have been playing Lenore, the now slightly devastated vampire. You can find me as Flightless Heron on Blue Sky, where the pinned post is a casting call that I have open for disabled and chronically ill people on a panel that I'll be hosting with Euphoria, all about disabled representation in TTRPGs. So if you want to come and just talk about representation and the joy it brings us and why it's important, then please do apply for that. It would be lovely to have you. And just important point that if you consider yourself disabled or chronically ill, then you are, and you're very welcome here. It doesn't matter what some authority, whether that be government or health professional, says. You know yourself better than they do. So please do come and join us.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Monroe, thank you for playing with us this evening, which is the afternoon
Thank
for
you
you.
for having me. Yes, it is 3:00 for me. So, I am Monroe. I use he, they pronouns. I was playing Gabriel. He uses he, him pronouns. Our Toreador, who should never be put in charge of anything ever. He can't make decisions by himself. and you can find me at Blue Sky at Monroe, where or on itch at monroe.itch.io, where my games are currently on sale because my birthday is in a few weeks. Let's go.
Amazing. Happy birthday for that. Magpie, thank you for playing with us this evening.
Howdy. I've been Magpie. I have been playing Altair, your local caitiff Ventru? Question mark. You can find me on Blue Sky at Antique Horror. I might have some things to announce later in the next few months. Mostly, I'm just yelling at my read through of the Horace Harry series. Graham McNeil owes me therapy money. That's all I have to say.
Fair enough. And I have been Callum and will continue to be Callum. You just won't see or hear me unless you go over to Blue Sky, where you'll find me at Theatre Callum. You can find me here every Thursday running this game for 2 more weeks. And then it's gone unless you demand more or my players ask for more. I will also be producing on Sunday Season's Oath starting next week. Not this week, I hope. Do I get a week off? I don't know if I get a week off. I maybe don't get a week off. 1 minute. Oh, it's this week. Okay. Cool. We're starting season 3 on Sunday. That's fun. I love it, but my sleep schedule. It's this week. Thanks, Akami. You can also find me every other Tuesday playing Blades in the Dark on the Pants Tables, where you will find me reading the rule book and rules lawyering the GM because the game needs it.
Are you using the book for evil?
No, I'm using the book so characters can function, because like downtime is actually a specific system and it becomes resource management. And two of our player characters are the classes that care about downtime. So we've got to run it properly or it doesn't make any sense. I'm now writing a list so that our GM knows what to do in downtime. Because it is actually spread over too many pages. You can also find me whenever we want at Pantsless Tables YouTube. Me and Steve are now presenting a new wrestling podcast called Pay Per View, which the first episode is out now. We review AEW Dynasty. It's a pilot episode, so it's full of us going, we don't know if you're going to see this or not. And now you can see it. I am running a new game at Pantsless Tables starting at the end of May, middle of May, called For Tonight We Might Dine, which is a Paint the Town Red game. So once again, I'm doing vampires, but different time, different vibes. If this game is about sad people being sad, that's a game about sad people being hedonistic. Yeah. Is that all I need to announce? Yes, that's me. I'm doing things. We'll be back next week with another episode, and maybe Foxy will find their way out. Maybe our gang will find a way to Foxy. Only thing is, it's weird that you sent an email to the prince, because the prince is definitely still missing. Anyway,
Look,
I don't
Fred,
fucking
close to
care.
us.
goodbye.
Bye bye.